Alright, let's read. Let's read. Oh my god, let me see, let me see, let me see, let me see, let me see. Okay. Totally very cold, man. Hmm? What the fuck? Dude. Okay, let's go. Even aside from the rain and wind, it hadn't been a happy practice season. Fred and George, who had been spying on the Thinstering team, had seen for themselves the speed of those new Nimbus 2001s. They reported that the Thinstering team was no more than 7 greenish blurs. Blurs. Shooting through the air like missiles. Mm-hmm. As Harry crouched along the deserted, right? Fuck. Deserted corridor. He came across somebody who looked just us. Preoccupied, right? I think it's preoccupied. Yeah, just as preoccupied as he was, near the headless snake. The ghost of Gryffindor Tower was staring morosely out of the window, muttering under his breath. Don't fulfill their requirements. Half an inch, if that. Hello, Nick, said Harry. Hello, hello, said nearly headless Nick, starting and looking round. He rolled a dash. He rolled a dashing, plump head on his long, wo- long curly hair and a tongue and what? And a tunic with a roof. Oh, I forgot. Okay. Rough. Jesus. Which, why there's so many words that I don't recognize? Wow, that's crazy. Which concealed the fact that his neck was almost completely severed. I don't know. That's crazy. That's crazy. Severed. Okay. Severed. Severed. I think. He was pale as smoke, and Harry could see right through him to the dark sky and what? And Toronto ran outside, and Harry could see right through him to the dark sky, and Toronto ran outside. You look troubled, young Potter, said Nick, folding a transparent letter as he spoke and tucking it inside his what? Wait. Tucking to push it loose and of the piece of clothing or material into a particular place or position, especially to make it tidy or come out. Okay. Tucking it inside his doublet. Wait, what? Oh, okay. So do you, said Harry. Nearly headless Nick waved an elegant head. A matter of no importance. It's not as though I really wanted to join. Thought I would apply, but apparently I don't fulfill requirements. In spite of his airy tone, in spite, in spite of his, in spite of his airy tone, there was a look of great bitterness on his face. But you would think, wouldn't you? Oh God. Oh my God. He interrupted suddenly, pulling the letter bag up, pulling the letter bag out of his pocket, not getting it 45 times in the neck with a blunt axe. Oh God, you gotta be joking! Okay, not getting hit 45 times in the neck with a blunt axe would qualify you to join the headless hunt. Jesus! One page, and it takes me 5 minutes. What the? Oh, yes, said Harry, who was obviously supposed to agree. I mean, nobody wishes more than I do that it had all been quick and clean, and my head had come off properly. I mean, it would have saved me a great deal of pain and what? And ridicule. Ridicule. Unkind words or actions that make someone or something look stupid. Okay, ridicule. However, nearly headless Nick shook his letter open and read furiously. We can only accept huntsman, 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 huntsmen whose heads have parted company with their bodies. You will appreciate that it would be impossible otherwise for members to participate in hunt activities such as horseback, head juggling, and head polo. It is with the greatest regret, therefore, that I must inform you that you do not fulfill our requirement. With very best wishes, Sir Patrick. Delaney Padmore. I don't care about how to pronounce their name. Jesus. Oh my God. Fuming. Nearly headless Nick stuffed the letter away. Have an inch of skin and sinew. Okay. Wait. Have an inch of skin and sinew holding my neck on, Harry. Most people would think that's good and beheaded, but oh no, it's not enough for Sir properly decapit. Sir properly decapitated. For more. Bruh. Nearly headless Nick took several deep breaths and then said, in a far calmer tone, so, what's bothering you? Anything I can do? No, said Harry. Not unless you know where we can get 7 free Nubans 2001s for our match against Sly. The rest of Harry's sentence was drowned out by a high pitched what? High-pitched mewling from somewhere near his ankles. He looked down and found himself gazing into a pair of lamp-like yellow eyes. It was Mrs. Norris. Mrs. Norris, okay. The skeletal gray cat who was used by a caretaker. Argus flinched as a sort of deputy, right? Deputy, as a sort of deputy in his endless battle against students. You better get out of here, Harry, said Nick quickly. Flinch isn't in a good mood. He's got a flu and some third years accidentally accidentally plastered frog brains all over the ceiling in Dungeon 5. He's been cleaning all morning, and if he sees you dripping mud all over the place, right, said Harry, backing away from the accusing stare of Mrs. Norris. But not quickly enough. Drunk. Oh yeah, drawn to the spot by the mysterious power that seemed to connect him with his poor cat. Argus Finch burst suddenly through the tapestry. Tapestry to Harry's right. What? Tapestry? Mm. Whizzing and looking wildly about for the rule breaker, there was a thick, thick. Oh god. Thick tartan scarf bound around his head, and his nose was unusually purple. Fliff! He shouted. His uh his jaws a quiver, right? A quiver. Oh yeah. His eyes popping alarmingly as he pointed at the muddy puddle that had dripped. Oh god. Dripped from Harry's Quidditch ropes. Mess and muck everywhere. I've had enough of it. I tell you, follow me, Potter. So Harry waved a gloomy goodbye to nearly headless Nick and followed Finch back downstairs, doubling, doubling the number of muddy footprints on the floor. Harry had never been inside Finch's office before. It was a place most students avoided. The room was the room was dingy and windowless, lit by a single oil lamp dangling from the low ceiling. A faint smell of fried fish lingered about the place. Lingered what? Wow. Okay, it take a long time to leave or disappear. Alright. Wooden filling cabinets. Okay, wooden filling cabinets stood around the walls. From their labels, Harry could see that they contained details of everyone. Pupil. Right? Every pupil Finch had ever punished. Fred and George Weasley had an entire drawer. 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 Okay, drawer to themselves. A highly polished collection of chains and okay. And medicals hanging on the wall behind Finch's desk. It was common knowledge that he was always begging Dumbledore to let him suspend students by their ankles from the ceiling. Finch grabbed a quill from a pot on his desk and began shuffling around looking for parchment. Duck. Duck. He muttered furiously. Great sizzling dragon. Wow. This okay, Slytherin dragon boogies, boogies, right? Bogies from brands red intensity. Oh my god! What? Red intestines. I've had enough of it. Make an example. Where's the from? Yes. He retrieved a large roll of parchment from his desk drawer and stretched it out in front of him. Ah, dip, dipped, dipped. Dipping his long black quill into the ink pot. Then Harry Potter cried. It was only a bit of mud, said Harry. It's only a bit of mud to you, boy, but to me it's an extra hour scrubbing. Scrubbing. Scrubbing, shouted Flinch, a drip shivering unpleasantly at the end of his bulbous nose. Cried, befooling the castle, suggested sentence, dabbing at his dreamed nose. Flinch squinted unpleasantly at Harry, who waited with bated breath for his sentence to fall. But as Flinch lowered his quill, there was a great bang on the ceiling of the office, which meant the oil lamp rattled. Peeves, Finch wrote, flinging down his quill in a transport of rage. I will have you this time. I will have you. Without a backward glance at Harry, Finch ran flat-footed from the office, Mrs. Norris streaking alongside him. Peeves was the school poltergeist, a grinning, airborne, Jesus. Oh my god, airborne madness, right? Who lived to curse, havoc and distress. Yeah. Harry didn't much like Peeves, but couldn't help feeling grateful for his timing. Hopefully, whatever Peeves had done, and it sounded as though he would wreck something very big this time, would distract Finch from Harry. Thinking that he should probably wait for Finch to come back, Harry sank into a moth-eaten chair next to the desk. There was only one thing on it apart from his half-complete form: a large, glossy purple envelope with silver lettering on the front, with a quick glass. Yeah, glass. Wait, glass. Glance. Okay, with a quick glance at the door to check that Finch wasn't on his way back, Harry picked up the envelope and read. Oh my god, this is. Oh. Intrude. Wow. Oh shit. Intrigued, Harry flicked the envelope open and pulled out ah god sheaf pull out a sheaf of precious inside. More curly silver writing on the front page. It feel out of step in a world of world magic. Find yourself making excuse not to perform simple spells. Ever been what taught right before you waffle won't work. Word for one word. There is an answer. Quick spell is an all new, fail-safe, quick result, easy learn course. Hundreds of witches and wizards have benefited from the quick spell method. Method. Yeah, method, right? Yeah. Maiden Z needle of I don't what is top shim. What right? I have no memory for incan the incantation. What? Incantation and my potion were a family joke. Now, after a quick spell course, I am the center of attention at parties and friends beg for the recipes of my. What? What? What is this? Oh my god. Is this? Simulation? I don't know, simulation. Solution. What? Okay, I guess. Warlock DJ Pro of Date Spirit. My wife used to sneer at my feeble charms, but 1 month into your fabulous quick spell chorus, and I succeed to turning her into a yak, huh? What? Yak. Thank you. Quick spell. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is. I don't. It's very hard to read, because I'm not a native speaker, so I don't really understand the writing. Okay, and I think it's 20 minutes already. So yeah, that's today. I know the progress is very slow, but take time. It takes time. Haha.